So we got into Smith machines. So here's a more functional way to fix your squat. What the ball does is it gives you a little more guidance while you're doing the squat, but it doesn't take away your stability. Like your body still has to create the stability. You still have to balance yourself. And it just pretty much like guides you as long as you keep your feet in line with each other and the proper, distance. You have the ball here. It lines up usually with the lower back, like right around the arch. So what you do is, as you squat down, you always want to worry about check your breathing. Your breathing is inhale as you're dropping. Exhale is when you're exerting the force. So in this exercise, this is a pushing exercise. You exhale as you're rising up. So always those deep breaths from the diaphragm. All right, so let's try the squat. So as you're dropping down, it's like you're pushing your hips towards the wall. So that's going to get you to bend your back a little, well not bend your back, but lean a little bit forward and drive the hips against the wall. So this just helps you get the proper body mechanics down. So when you're trying to do the squat on your own, you already have the ability. So now, I've seen people do it sometimes where they bring their back off they kind of
Well, a lot of people have that issue where their hips, there's like a neutral way to have your hips, right? And then there's people with this stance, like this.
That's
and then people who have
around the back,
around the back. And those kind of people are the ones that are going to be tucking the butt in as they squat because they really don't know how to just activate these muscles in their hips to,
Yeah, and that's another problem that would have to be addressed before you want to start squatting. Because with the pelvic tilt, if it tilts forward like that, what it's going to cause is your knees to move inward, and eventually your feet will flatten. So you'll be on the inside of your feet, and then that can cause problems all the way from the hips to the knees to the ankles. So addressing one problem can potentially fix a lot of other problems that you might have down the road, or even prevent. Yeah, so that's what we're going for. Alright, so we're going to do a barbell squat. Again, he's going to demonstrate, but if you notice, he's not wearing any sneakers right now. He's doing the barefoot approach for the squat. So why don't you explain why you want to do it that way?
Well, the reason, ever since I started squatting, I've always either done my squats barefoot or I use Chuck Taylors to do squats. And the reason why I do them that way is because, I'll show you a demonstration. Sneakers like these, running shoes, are meant to keep you running, going forward. You do squats with these shoes, you tend to be almost on the forefront of your feet. So you want a flat foot, and also doing them barefoot, you're going to have more stability. You're going to be able to use your core more when you're barefoot.
And then, you want to drive the weight up with your heels.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. When you're using running shoes, you're almost on your, ready to run.
So you're not going to tilt forward. So it's you're really not getting that drive. So it's taking away a little power from movement.
Exactly.
Power from the heels.
You want to push down, almost like you want to move the ground down through your heels, and that's the proper way to perform as well.
Yeah, so that's where all the strength and power comes from. So
exactly. Yeah, so I can demonstrate.
Yeah, let's go for it. Here we go. So just the same as before. So engage the core.
So one thing you guys want to do when you're in this position is, a lot of times my clients complain about, I feel like this bar is sitting on my spine, or it hurts on my spine,
Or it's right here where it's placed.
So the best thing to do, apart from actually strengthening your traps, is keep your elbows behind your back.
So see how he's doing it? You pull, elbows are right behind the bar now. Sorry, not under it, and not in front of it.
Exactly. You don't want to do this,
Because then that could just roll.
right, exactly. If it rolls, it's going to put a lot of pressure on your wrist, also, and also on your upper spine. So you keep your elbows back, pushing through your heels until you're back into the starting position. So I'll demonstrate again. Right, elbows back, neutral spine, head up. As I'm squatting down, I'm sitting back. My core is still pretty activated. Looking forward, right? Knees are aligned with my toes. And I'm pushing through my heels until the starting position. Right? That's pretty much it. That's how you perform a squat. I can demonstrate certain things real quickly. I'm not gonna go crazy because I don't want to hurt myself. I'll show you what I see some people do and things you want to steer clear from doing while you're performing this exercise.
So he's showing you what not to do right now?
Yeah, what not to do.
Don't do this.
These are the things you want to not do when you're working with the squat.
Don't say here, I saw this video and I saw a guy squatting this way. This is what I want to do. This is not what you want.
There's also a big misconception at the gym where, at most gyms, where you see the biggest guy at the gym, and just because you're the biggest guy at the gym doesn't mean you're the smartest guy at the gym.
Or you know what you're
doing.
Yeah.
So, just because you see some guy squatting, whatever, 315, if he's doing it in the correct form, doesn't mean you have to go ahead and copy it.
Or if you do like half squats, or now you're going down any part of the way, or just because it works for him, doesn't mean it's work for you. So let's get your shoe out of the way just to get some more space.
So, one of the things that you want to steer clear from is starting your squat off with doing this. Once you're in this position, you're not going to do anything but hurt your knees, hurt your lower back. If you even try to go lower than this, you're just putting strain. Even in this position here, I already feel a strain in my lower back. So imagine trying to actually go down to 90 degrees in this position. You're just going to hurt yourself.
Your body's not lined up, and then it's going to cause, if your knees are going forward like that, it's going to cause your heels to elevate. So during a squat or any movement where you're bending your knees, you don't want the heels to elevate because that's where you want to drive the force from.
Exactly. Another thing is that you'll see a lot of guys or females who have tight calves, and he goes to squat, and as they're squatting,
see the heels coming up.
the tip is on, right? You're going to injure your toes, you're going to injure your ankles, you're going to injure your knees if you perform a squat.
You don't want to do.
Alright?
Or even with the forward lean when they're.
Right. Another thing, a lot of guys, I've seen this mostly with guys, they squat to here, and then the rest of the squat is almost like a good morning. You know? Just putting pressure on your lower back, you got herniated disc. You don't want to do that type of stuff because that's just going to hurt you.
So you're not maximizing your gains by combining two exercises into one. That's like hurting those gains right there. It's just all going downhill from there.
All you're going to make is all kinds of injury gains, and that's what you're into, and you can do that.
A lot of hospital bill gains and all that.
Exactly.
That's not what we're looking for.
And let's see what else. Half squats. This is not a squat. If you're in this position where you're squatting like this, that's not going to do anything. There's no range of motion when you're performing squats like this. So you want to be able to come down, sit back into your squat, push through your heels, back to your starting position.
And this in here, this is not to be used. So we just, right? You put that bar in your neck.
Yeah. We'll work on your traps, build those traps up, and then